And poof, the hoof beast reindeer joins us right before the end of the intro. I was like, oh no, where'd he go? Reaper Claus can't get out there and deliver all the unholy cheer without his reindeer.
every week for like the past 4 weeks, my sound totally cuts out. So I have to go out and come back in. I don't get it. All right, here. Hey, let's talk about Jesus and Jesus' love for all of us, especially for all of those children who have leukemia. Let's talk about Jesus' love for all of
Are you quite finished?
Jesus loves the children. Any hoozle. So we are here to talk about our top 5 metal Crimmas songs that we enjoy and feel are nearest and dearest to our hearts that we've enjoyed. We will compare notes, obviously, with those of you out there in 3 Witches Land, which right now, fucking share this shit out. Share it everywhere. Make it infectious. And we appreciate y'all definitely tuning in. And there's a special treat tonight. Shortly, right after the end of the tracks from the Damned, there's going to be a quick Q&A with Human the Hoof Beast and 2 of the members of Iron Serpent. So definitely go away. There we go. All right. So definitely, please stick around for that. It's my new band. I have so many side projects. I can't even call them side projects anymore. They're just projects. So, all right. But before we get into that, let's take a quick commercial break. What am I missing? Nuh-uh. I said that.
I'm the hoofed reindeer tonight.
The hoofed reindeer. That's correct. All righty. So before we get into all the holiday fun, let's take a quick commercial break over at Villain Art Tattoos. Check it the fuck out. That's what I always want to put on the end of that. Yes, I have now figured out what was missing. The pigtails are not a-flowing this evening.
And the question, why aren't they a-flowing? What was the deal? They would flow if what happened? Mischief? Mischief was supposed to join us.
That's right.
Sidekick.
Tonight is most definitely not the night, as she has had one rough day at the salt mines.
Well, that might even be better, though.
Right. Downright cranky.
Now you're saying next week, but next week will be Crimmas Eve. Next week will be Crimmas Eve. I won't be doing a show.
What's that?
Well, next week is Crimmas Eve. I won't be able to do a show.
Yeah, next week I have to pick up my sister. She's coming in from Seattle.
Damn it.
So the week after.
I understand. No problem.
Week after, and Mischief, I'm sure you'll be able to do it.
We'll do the week
after.
The
week after, we've already thought of an idea. We'll tell you later. Anyway.
There are so many fucked up comments that aren't coming out right. I'm just going to go ahead and say, let's start this shit.
Okay.
All right. So we're talking about our 5 picks of what we feel are some of the best holiday metal songs. And we'll see what you all think too. Please, out there in the comments section, drop it in. Let us know what your holiday favorites are and what bands that did those tunes. You know, it's almost frightening just how many metal covers of Crimmas songs there are.
Yeah, for sure.
Who would have fucking thought, right? I mean, I'd like to put Satan Takes a Holiday on there, but, you know, Anton's not really metal. All right, Genghis the Crimmas Demon, what you got?
I am going to start off with a song from the wonderful Nightmare Revisited album, and I'm going with Korn's cover of Kidnap the Sandy Claus.
Nice. I just was listening to that on the shop playlist today.
That is, but I don't know, it's just a whole album that's very near and dear to my heart, but I feel like that is the best song off the album.
Yeah, Manson does a cover on there too.
Yeah, and Manson.
And I don't think that it was the superstar of the record, but the way Jonathan Davis does Oogie Boogie's part, I thought was pretty much genius.
Well, he does all the different voices of, you know, all three of the little Lock, Shock, and Barrel, and I just fucking love it.
Very versatile they were in that album, and I thought the groove was banging.
Agreed.
Haven't heard it before. I need to hear it, though. I had no idea until I approached this research for this how many bands have done metal versions of songs. And
isn't that crazy?
Songs.
Unreal.
Kidnap the Sandy Claus, put him in a bag, throw him in
That's
the
right.
And see if he is sad.
And I love how it's Sandy Claus.
Yeah.
Now, of course, my first pick is going to go back to one of my heroes from childhood. Probably my number 2 hero, because I have another one that kind of coincides with it. I'm definitely going to have to go with, at the beginning of his solo career after leaving Merciful Fate, suddenly the great King Diamond became the purveyor of holiday hits. And in this case, No Presents for Christmas was one of the most hilarious, heavy, just all around great. You know, it makes you want to, like, you know, Tom and Jerry, drink that sherry. You know, it makes you just want to get fucked up, have a good time, and destroy Crimmas. So No Presents for Christmas, King Diamond is my first choice.
I knew you were going to
also had the great Mickey D on drums. He's one of my heroes too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kyler. You betcha. The King D. Absolutely.
Well, that sounds like another one that I have to hear.
Oh, what? You've never heard it?
Dude,
Blasphemy.
After my experience in the 90s with fucking Christianity, I avoid anything related to religion like the plague. So, but
you were rocking out to the
but this is funny. I'm like, this is stuff I would enjoy. I didn't even want to look for stuff like this. I didn't know it existed until I did this thing.
Oh man! Wow. Okay. You missed a whole fucking shebang of good shit.
Oh, I as I found, like, so now I play metal instrumentals instead of the oldies, Bing Crosby and
hell yeah.
Yeah, I play a lot of the oldies. I don't have to play the oldies anymore. Today they got what does it say? Which one is it? August Burns Red. They got that all day long.
Yeah. Hell of a cover they do.
Yeah, a lot of them.
There's an actual Spotify playlist that is dedicated to just metal Crimmas tunes.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them, but a lot of them were like really obscure names. I didn't see the King Diamond one.
Well, you know, I'm not exactly sure why that wouldn't be included. It was included on some of the ones that I had researched, but just, I mean, I was, when King Diamond started out on his solo career, I would just bought up everything. And it happened to be one of those, back in the cassette days where you would get one song on one side and then like maybe two on the other side that were from maybe the first album and the next album coming up, one of those little B-side things. And I saw the front cover. I said, I have to fucking get this. And it's just a great song. Starts out with his signature laugh, and it's so good.
Okay. My pet store is going to hear that tomorrow.
Yeah. You're in for it, pets.
Well, maybe if he says something that's unholy, maybe my birds will pick it up and be able to repeat it back.
I don't know. There's actually not a lot of like dark shit in it, but it's dark enough that you get the point.
Yeah.
It's not about, Satan shooting him with fireballs and bringing his sleigh down or anything, which would have been badass, but it was the 80s and you couldn't do that.
Maybe Reaper, we'll have to do that song.
For sure. It would be totally fucking fun too. To answer your question there, Kyler, they're not all going to be covers. Not all of them are covers. No Presents for Crimmas was just an original song that he did to poke fun at the fat man.
For sure.
Well, the first one that I found that I thought was most appropriate, that I culled out of hundreds and hundreds of choices, was, it seems like this guy's own project. It's called The Children of St. Philip's School, Cambridge. So the Children of Philip's School, Cambridge. And he did Here Comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. But it has death metal vocals.
Nice.
I was waiting for the fucking punchline, and there it is. That's awesome.
And it was pretty good. I can't play that in the store, though, because I get a lot of older people that have been doing stuff with Fish for years, and I can't have them and hear that. If I was at your store, absolutely, I could play all of this stuff. But
you should definitely see the looks on some of my customers' faces when they hear Jingle Balls.
Oh, I did.
By Korn. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's my choice. It's well done. It's totally well produced. It could have been produced a lot better, but it's decent. I can appreciate what the guy's doing, and
I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, you can totally tell it's the Here Comes Santa Claus song, but it's with Cookie Monster
in a very forceful way.
Yeah. It's not totally dark, though. It does keep the innocence and the kind of spirit of the season.
I believe they did, Kyler. I'm not 100% on that, but it would not surprise me, seeing as Mushroom Head has done like a lot of holiday concerts where, if it was dark and fitting, especially, Krampus and Halloween, it's definitely not, beneath them to do something like that. So I believe they did.
All right. Next one on my list is off my favorite Christmas album of all time, Heavy Metal Christmas by Twisted Sister.
I knew you were going to go there.
Oh, of course. And I'm picking the song Heavy Metal Christmas, which is their take on the 12 Days of Christmas, including such gems as 5 skull earrings, 4 quarts of Jack, 3 studded belts, 2 pairs of spandex pants, and a tattoo of Ozzy.
Yep. We listened to that at the store also. It's part of the playlist, so it's a good one. I was cracking up just trying to figure out what the fuck they were talking about, and the part about the cans of hairspray.
Oh yeah, and
I
took me a long time to realize they were saying 5 skull earrings. I thought it was 5 stolen rings. That's what I thought.
That would have been cool too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The mega stars of the Omniverse during the 80s. I mean, they were crazy and always did shit that was bordering illegal. So that would fit right in.
until, as we discussed last week, they released Leader of the Pack as their first single off of the Come Out and Play album. Fuck dumbasses. I would tell them.
I'm still mourning that album.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm still in mourning shit.
Yeah,
It's like
there's 3 songs that are pretty heavy, but to have that be the first video on fucking MTV, are you fucking kidding me?
nobody wanted to see them clad from head to toe in fucking denim.
Yeah.
Yes, Kyler, Twisted Sister did an entire Christmas album. There's like 12 tracks on it. Go check it out.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I play it before the customers start coming in.
All right. My next piece that I'm going to go with, I'm actually going to go out of order here. I'm going to go with, I was very fucking surprised to find that Sabaton did a song called The Christmas Truce. So if anyone out there in Three Witches Land or ourselves are Sabaton fans, we know that they're all about war. Everything they sing about is battles, and not just small ones, but historical ones. So all different time periods, whole ball of wax. Well, the Christmas truce, as you could probably figure out, is there was a big ass battle going on, and for Christmas, they made truce just for one day, just for the Crimmas day, and then back to kicking each other's asses again. I listen to this thing, I'm like, oh, this is definitely awesome, for the holidays. I mean, who doesn't like a good I'm going to kill you story? And I'm going to take a break just for Christmas so I can get my gifts, my hot chocolate, and wherever the fuck else I want to stuff up my ass. And I'm going to come after you, and I'm going to fucking rip your head off. So, hey, if you're looking for something heavy, Sabaton has got what you want. It's really good. And no, it's not on a Crimmas album. It was literally part of one of their albums. I just can't remember which one.
Well, that's not too surprising, but that definitely fits in with the Christmas. I like the angles that you're choosing for this. They're not really traditional songs. And to me, that's much more palatable.
It is for me too, because I mean, yeah, it's kind of fun to hear metal do a metal version of a song that's so lighthearted and this and that. I like ass kickery, when it comes to stuff like that. So Sabaton was definitely right up my abattoir when I heard that. I stuck it on the shop playlist, and I rock out to it every day.
Well, kind of the route that I went for about everything is, what can I really tolerate? So
sure.
Part of me that wants to hear Bing Crosby, oldie moldy classics, because that's what they played in the mall in the early 70s and in Woolworths in the early 70s when I was.
Oh man, the old Woolworths.
Oh
shit!
Especially if you went to go fish or hamsters. That's what I remember the most. Their little
nice.
And Santa Claus was usually right outside in the middle of the mall, outside of the Woolworths, because the Woolworths in Phoenix, Arizona, had prominent space. So anyways.
And if you were lucky, he wasn't drunk.
Yeah. So I do kind of like to go back and reminisce, because I had a really good childhood up until my parents' divorce toward the end of my high school. I had a really good childhood.
Nice.
And so many of these songs take me back there. But my poor parents went into fucking debt that crippled them for months and months and months as they tried to pay for all of the amazing gifts that they got myself and my brother and my 2 sisters. But the Bing Crosby, my grandmother had a pool table downstairs in her tri-level house.
Nice.
And she had a jukebox down there, and it had
kick-ass.
Elvis and Bing Crosby and Dean Martin, all kinds of big Christmas songs that I.
That's killer.
I kind of like to go back to those. So I did, as I chose my 5 songs, I did kind of stick with this kind of theme. Like, what could I tolerate to listen to?
For sure.
So my next choice is called Chords of Chaos. That's the group, or it's a project that did this. It's not a big band that did it. And I thought really well done, very tasteful, more melodic, but definitely metal, but maybe more in the heavy metal vein, but a really good version of heavy metal vein. But it's instrumental, so I can stand this a little bit more. And they did What Child Is This?
Ah.
So I just
The
thought,
Antichrist.
yes, yeah, of course, that's what I'm thinking the whole time. But they also they bring in beautiful acoustic portions of the song, and then they would distort the guitars again. So it's really beautiful and then heavy. It's a really good balance, and I always appreciate when songs will be balanced like that. When it's not just the same, like Saint Anger, like the same drum beat throughout. Just fucking boring. Do we need anything else about Saint Anger?
That would be awesome. Hack it.
Yeah,
that's a fun fact, all right.
But this Chords of Chaos, I thought was much better done than even the Children of St. Philip's School, Cambridge. It had a really gnarly and a very prominent bass, which I like, because it's a little bit different. A lot of metal bands don't feature a really prominent bass, and I really like more of the new metal does, but not a lot of the older, more traditional forms of metal, and I kind of like that. And then it also used tasteful keyboards. I'm not a fan, and I'm not a big fan of long intros with keyboards and shit and sound effects. I want to get to the fucking song and move on. And so they didn't do too much.
Like all the bells.
Yeah. So I felt like it was really tastefully done, and it's a good one. I would check it out. Chords of Chaos.
Oh yeah.
All of them were really well done for the whole album that they did.
I will most def check it out.
And it's instrumental.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right. Well, y'all know Genghis is, and he has to mention his favorites every fucking time, but especially when they put out songs as incredible as Red Water by Typo Negative off the October Rust album.
A hidden gem it is.
Absolutely.
It's like that album pretty much takes you through all the seasons. I believe it's like a whole year that album goes through, and it's, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the fact that he, the concept is he kills his woman and mourns her death, and it suddenly becomes haunted, and it kind of takes you throughout most of the year. So nice, dark, just the way we like it.
That's a great choice. I like how you guys have not chosen traditional Christmas songs. I didn't think to look for that so much.
Well, I mean, you said you kind of didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was a lot of little, I don't know, Crimmas nuggets, I guess, if you will, kind of hidden in some albums that, you never would have really thought to look for it. But yeah, that was definitely one that was on my radar also. I didn't choose it though.
Because you know,
but yes, it is a great fucking song.
I'm waiting.
Is that the extended version of October Rust, or is it the regular one?
I think it's on the regular one.
Okay, I'll have to look it up again. I haven't looked through the track listing on that thing in probably fucking years, but I do remember the song, and it's nice and dark. It's not
very
pretty.
Nice.
That whole album is outstanding. Like pretty much anything that Typo Negative.
Masterpiece.
Great.
Yes.
I didn't really get into Typo really until about 2005. No, 2003. and then I bought every fucking album.
Yeah, that's kind of how that works. Once you discover, one piece of their work, it's like, got to get the rest.
Exactly.
God, I want to listen to that album right now.
Well, fuck it. Let's end the feed and let's go listen to it.
Just let y'all go ham. So one of the great things about the 80s was a lot about heavy metal spoof movies. And there is one heavy metal spoof movie that literally is like at the very top. And I know everyone has watched it at some time or another. They even had a reunion at some point, I think, in the early 2000s. And it was really cool because all the guys weren't that old yet. And it tells you a tale about this heavy metal band and what it's like being on the road with them. And it's just comedy. So good. It's got the guy that plays Lenny on Laverne and Shirley is the lead singer. And he's got like, fucking fake ass long hair wig and all that shit. But everybody dug it. And, it was kind of cool, even though they're making fun of, heavy metal. But the point is, metalheads didn't have a problem with this because it was so fucking funny. I'm talking about fucking Spinal Tap.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a feeling Hoofbeast knew what I was talking about. Well, it just so happens that they do a hilarious song called Crimmas with the Devil. And I don't care. I will still get down to that shit to this day because it makes me laugh. And it's fun. It's so bad. It's great. I don't know. I can't help it. So when I think of heavy metal Crimmas songs, you gotta mention them. It also takes me back to, a very fun time where we could laugh at ourselves and everything was not so fucking serious.
Yeah.
So if you haven't heard it out there, Three Witches Land, definitely recommend you check it out.
Yeah, go watch Spinal Tap. If you haven't
seen the film, you've got to.
Absolutely.
It is fucking hilarious. I didn't think of that. And I just watched it again about 2 months ago.
I don't know. We were just playing and our drummer spontaneously combusted. I'm like, shit, I remember a few times being on the road where I thought I was going to fucking combust back there. It was so hot. Just over the top, fucking hilarious. Yeah, Kyler, you will definitely dig it. It's hilarious.
Oh, you guys are outdoing me tonight for damn. Not that
it had to happen eventually, right?
Not that we're in competition, but you've really brought it. I don't know how the fuck I forgot about some of these things, or it didn't come to mind. I was so like, maybe my autism had kicked in and I had tunnel vision only for traditional Christians. Oh well.
You know me, man. I just look for all the shit that's bastardized.
Yeah. Well, I truly appreciate that, and I'm kicking myself in the ass for not doing that myself.
That's all right. We're not going to revoke your metal card. Don't worry.
Well, I've got choices, but mine are more, I guess, from, I don't know, fucking old people or something. Tastefully done instrumentals.
Spinal Tap doesn't date my age. Come on now.
Yeah.
I was just a youngster when that shit came out.
Oh yeah.
Bless you, my love.
Well, my third. Hey, where's your cat, by the way? Your cat made like 18 appearances last week. Where's that little black kitty?
That's a good question. Probably blending in with the fabric.
She's laying right
here.
Oh, she's literally right behind me.
Oh, okay. Hey, sweet girl.
Nah, she's the tamer one between the two. Lily's the crack addict.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Last I knew, she was in the bathroom tearing ass up. Crash, boom, what the fuck?
The paper.
Right. Sadly.
All right, my third one was, it's called Theater of Night. Again, I think it's a single guy's production. It's
Mhm.
called Theater of Night, and it's Oh Holy Night. It's an instrumental, and it is mostly guitar, but a guitar that uses single notes. For it's not guitar wankery like they're trying to be Eddie Van Halen
No
or,
shredding. Yes.
or Dimebag. There's no Dimebag on it, but it's kind of like Kenny G on metal guitar, which I can kind of tolerate as kind of like background music. When I get outside of my Bing Crosby and my childhood memories and, going back to that, I really don't want to hear Christmas shit. So the stuff that you guys is really
I
good.
listen to both. You know what I mean? It's usually when I'm by myself and no one else is around, but I still listen to some of it. I can still get down with rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy fucking holiday. I mean, you still get down to it. I'm not ashamed. What, Kyler? What? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, hashtag for the night is Kenny G does metal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kyler's
beside himself at that one. He's like, Kenny G, what?
I want to see Reaper Claus. Which one did I want you to? Oh yeah, Paul McCartney does the song "Simply Have a Wonderful Christmas Night."
Oh, I've heard that.
That is a
God's awful song.
I don't know why, but that song is creepy to me. I don't know.
Meow.
Yes,
It's all the psychedelia. It's
Yes.
the fucking psychedelia in the back of it. He's singing this like nice little.
That's it.
Meow, 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 meow. It's like he's got demented fucking cats singing backup. That's what's going on there. I feel you on that one.
It's
Fuck you,
weird.
Paul.
And the list that I play at my store every day plays that fucking song all the time. And it's super, there's something creepy about it, but I like something about it. It is such a queer song.
It
But
fucks with the senses.
talking about sexuality, but it's a really odd song.
It is. It very much is.
Anyway, mine is Theater of the Night. If you want a nice instrumental that does a lot of kind of slow, somewhat soulful single note, kind of hanging on to single notes with an electric. Yep, kind of like that. Then Theater of Night might be yours.
All right.
I love interesting spins on shit. And to be honest, I would take that Paul McCartney song over the Wham song any day.
Me too.
Yeah.
So sick and tired of, because last Christmas I gave you a fart. No, I am sick of that fucking song. It's horrid. And they play it like 5 fucking times in 1 hour.
Yeah, that's pretty remarkable that you know the Paul McCartney song. Because that song is really weird.
I had a lot of shit kind of like played around me when I was very wee little. So I remember all these fucking things. And then I go back and a memory pops up and I go, oh, that's why I remember that. Got my ass whooped. Military style. Kyler says no. Awesome.
But that Paul McCartney song, I find it remarkable that you knew it right away.
Meow, meow, meow.
You could along that cheesy, cheap-ass Casio keyboard.
Yeah, it was like one of the very first. Had to be.
Genghis is like, oh, I know what I'm doing right after this show. Listen to Paul.
Whoa, hold up.
What?
Gollum, what?
There's a Jewish version?
Jewish?
Well, that's where the term Gollum comes from. I just assumed.
I was going to do this in a different order, but I'm going to go with it since you mentioned Gollum. Joe, no, sir, Christopher Lee put out a
Sing me a
Christmas
song
metal
about a
album.
Gollum for $1.
No, Sir
All
Christopher
right.
Lee put out a metal Christmas album. You
Okay.
didn't know that.
Say it one more time because I kind of missed it.
Christopher Lee, the guy who played Saruman,
Oh,
put
yeah.
out a Christmas metal album.
I actually did not know this, and that's my
He
favorite
did.
Dracula.
Mm-hmm. And it's all covers, except a slightly artsy interpretation of Jingle Bells. It's a Jingle Hell. But my favorite song off the album was his cover of Little Drummer Boy. I thought it was really good.
I mean, that's no weirder than David Hasselhoff singing in German. I mean, come on. You know what I mean?
Ugh,
I would much rather listen to that. Fuck off.
absolutely.
Seriously. That shit's horrible. I might have to check this out.
I might have to check that shit out
What
too.
year did that come out?
Let me look.
Look at Gang
80s?
fucking A Game comes out tonight.
Yeah.
2012.
What the fuck, man? He was like, he had to be out of his mind. He was old as shit then. I think he was 93 or 96 or something when he died. So
Yeah, he died in 2015.
three
Yeah,
years before his death, he puts out a metal Crimmas album. That's
Yep.
badass.
That is absolutely badass.
I would have loved to have seen him sing that with his fucking fangs and everything, you know.
Oh,
the
that
old
would be
school
epic.
fucking cape. Oh, hell yeah. Of course, I'm going to have to get into the realm of the extreme and one of the originators of extreme, or as they say, black metal, but I still feel Merciful Fate was the first. But everyone comes back to this band from the early 80s as originators of black metal. And, well, of course, they had a very good Crimmas song called Black Crimmas. And the band that I'm talking about is Venom. Fucking Venom. Loved them. Loved all of their stage antics. Just heavy for the times before anyone was ready for it. And of course, it is so unholy great that everyone should probably check this one out if you like Crimmas with a little bit of satanic allure. It's a tasty treat. I like it.
What a band in their stage presence is just something.
They were like legendary.
Yeah.
Man, there was nothing like them. Didn't even have makeup on.
And they're kind of still going too.
No, they are kind of still going. This is true.
What I mean is I think there's one of the original, the vocalist is still going.
Kind of hard to replace the vocalist in that band, I would say.
Yeah.
That would be mega shoes to fill.
He was it. Man, I thought he was so satanic when I was in 8th grade. Oh my gosh. Well, the neighbor helped out with that. I've already talked. PTSD related to the shit my neighbor put me through. Kind of for listening to Twisted Sister and Quiet Riot and Motley in middle school.
That first fucking record is just simply Venom with Baphomet on the front cover in like metallic silver, just like shining, saying, "Play me, play me. I have all kinds of treats for you." And it was just so good because there was nothing like it.
Yeah,
nothing like it at all. I mean, Slayer was happening, but they didn't even hit like their classics yet. And this fucking album was out, and everyone was hooked.
In a way, this album has always reminded me of Danzig in a way, to where they were still connected to rock and roll, and
They were
heavy, fast rock and roll. It was metal, so in some ways, yes, but in some ways, it's more rock and roll, like fast rock and roll to me.
It just fucking oozed metal, like on another plane in a lot of ways. Cause they backed up all of what they were, putting out to the public. They backed it up 100%. Check them out on YouTube. There's some shows.
Yeah. as far as being edgy and not giving a fuck and saying fuck you to all of the established religious types of things that we grow up with, I so appreciated them for that.
Hell yeah.
Or I do now.
Hey, it's never too late to come to the dark
Never.
side.
We have cookies.
All right. Well, for me, my number 4 is Mega Raptor.
Ooh.
So probably another one. Yes, it is another instrumental.
That's fine.
The remarkable elements of it, again, are keyboards and chugging guitars. But the song that they did is...
Hit him, Genghis, hit him!
Here you go, Kyler, just for you.
Yes! Look at those two big old flappers.
Does anybody want to cup one of those flaps? Yeah, maybe.
And all the dancing starts singing, oh, well, it was a long way back from hell. Oh, we've just blinded Kyler to death. Oh, man. That front cover, though. What was he thinking?
It keeps haunting us week after week. Thank you, Genghis.
Yes, thank you, Genghis. Bringing the Crimmas joy as only he can.
That's what I'm here for.
So my song is Mega Raptor, Carol of the Bells. And when I was going through here, that's one of the best songs and the most popular ones and one of the most well done songs.
It is.
That one fits metal really well, like much better than Jingle Bells or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Right.
Or maybe some, hey, Reaper Claus, maybe we need to do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Goat.
I'm in.
And
Yes.
but we'll do an original song that is maybe has a thread of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Well, the story of the Nordic goat needs to be told.
It does.
He's another one that likes to take care of the bad children. I love it.
But Mega Raptor, if you listen
I told you we got him. Oh, shit.
Here you go.
Got it. I'd rather look at the dead whore at this point. Gotta tweak them, you know. It must have been cold in there.
So if what you get in Mega Raptor and Carol of the Bells is they use really tasteful and dark keyboards, and it has a lot of chugging. So this is more of it's a heavier song and more in the kind of vein of death metal. So I really
like that.
I think I'm going to play it tomorrow.
To be honest, that song, just in its purest form, I always thought was like a dark song.
Yes.
Because as soon as you hear them, you just think of, ooh, shit. You know, something nasty's about. That's right. You got a double take, man. We all did, and we're horrified. We all need therapy after this. See you at the bar. Holy crap. Nice tune. I love it.
All right. Before my number 5, we should run a commercial. Reaper, what am I playing, brother?
Oh, just for all you out there in Three Witches Land, because we're going to do this kind of what I'm calling an impromptu interview after the show. Let's check out a teaser trailer from Iron Serpent. I've been bumping that one all fucking day. I'm sure you have a shit ton of questions, Hoofbeast, so make sure you save them for just a little bit later. That, I mean, brilliantly done by Brother Genghis there.
Thank you,
I got to
thank you.
give him all the credit for that. Really captured how Iron Serpent has come to be in why and everything else. I mean, that literally tells you a big part of the fucking story. So we'll get to that. So everybody out there, Three Witches Land, stick around. It's going to be badass.
That's the first time I got to hear Iron Serpent.
Just dropped it today. I wanted to give everyone a taste that you can clearly see that this is rawer, nastier, heavier, very Sabbathy, very almost neurosis like. You know what I mean? And man, when the shit hits the fan, it's time to go. So yeah, for sure. Anyways,
all right, my
number 5.
Number 5. My number 5 is Ronnie James Dio and Tony Iommi. God rest ye merry gentlemen.
No, that's fantastic. Holy shit balls! It doesn't get better than that. Riffmaster really General. Iommi just probably tore that bitch a new asshole.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap.
Tell us some more about this song, Genghis. What do you really like?
For sure. I'm so intrigued. I'm sure it sounds like gods, like the Goblet of Rock.
It really does. I mean, Dio is Dio, and his vocals are always gonna be fantastic. But I feel like this song was like really good as far as like, how do I word this? Like, really well done, like for his like range, I guess is the way to put it. It matched him well, and
do you know what year this came out?
Oh shit! You're gonna make me look it up. All right.
I thought you already knew it. God damn it!
Good.
I didn't write it down.
I put my teacher hat back on for a second. Where's the shit? This was homework.
Years because Genghis sucks. 2008.
Well, the first step is admitting it.
And it was on a like a metal compilation Christmas album.
Kyler, this is a song, a Crimmas tune by Ronnie James Dio and Tony Iommi.
Cover of
something Merry Gentlemen. Something like that. So what year did it come out? 2008.
The Heaven and Hell.
All right. So that was like right around the Heaven and Hell era. Which, god damn, as soon as they dropped the name Black Sabbath and became Heaven and Hell, that fucking record was about to set the whole metal world ablaze. And it's just a goddamn shame that Ronnie could not continue. We lost a legend.
Reaper, did you cry that day?
I did. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't so metal that I can't say I didn't shed a tear. Shit, I shed a tear for fucking Lemmy.
Yep.
I cried a lot that year. Fucking.
And then Dio, Peter Steele, holy shit.
And Peter and Dio and one of the guys
that was a rough year.
All died in that year. That was a bad fucking year.
Yeah, that was not fun.
No.
Legend. That's all I can say.
What great interviews he gave year in and year out. Always great. Like he's a guy I really wanted to meet too.
Oh, that would have been something. He would have been like the coolest guy to ever talk to. He'd be like, "Hey, laddie," just a regular fucking guy doesn't realize that he's like above everyone.
Yeah.
Oh man. But he gave us some great songs that'll live on forever. And I don't know how this one, I didn't get on my radar. So I'm going to have to check that shit out.
Really?
I know I'm sad. Oh, don't get me going on Sid Haig, brother. That was one of the saddest days for me as far as movie actors. Captain fucking Spaulding, forever. in my cold black heart. And let's face it, everyone.
Yep.
There was just nobody more sinister than that motherfucker. And man, could he deliver a line so believable. Fuck.
Absolutely.
I think I was just watching, what was it? The Victor Crowley trilogy, Hatchet 3. And that little bit part he had with the cop was,
oh, yeah.
Oh, man. That's the one thing he always did, man. He had the fucking meanest look on his face, but damn, could he make you laugh.
Oh, yeah.
And from what I understand, in real life, he's just a sweetheart.
A plus.
Anyway, let's get off the doom and gloom for a moment.
A plus for Genghis. Every song I have to go back and listen outside of the Twisted Sister because that one is really good. And like that's one of the most popular ones. That's one of the first ones that comes up on Spotify.
Right.
Search for it.
Oh, I have no doubt. I'm sure it does. It's kind of like that scene in A Christmas Story where he's in that little dreamscape and his teacher's just going, A plus 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 plus. I still watch that movie. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. And the compass and the stalk and this thing which tells time.
You know what's crazy about that though? There's a movie where they have the original boy actor as a full-blown adult. Did you see that shit?
I have not seen it yet, but I heard about it.
I heard about it too. I'm like, what? Ralphie is an adult now? Oh, yeah. I gotta see this.
How was it? Was it any good?
I'm sure it's good. I don't know. Oh, Kyler says I'll tell you guys the stories of him one day. No shit.
Ooh. All right.
Good Hague, I believe.
Yeah. Are these sexual stories?
Inquiring minds want to know.
I'm totally joking. I have
give us all the dirt.
I hate.
All right, Reaper, what you got?
All right, so for my last one, I think I may have saved the best for last. Sweden is synonymous with metal. And let's face it, in the last 20 years, Sweden has produced some of the biggest, baddest fucking metal bands, from extreme metal, very known for their Swedish doom. And in this case, it's a Viking power metal band, beloved by all. Yeah. They have a larger than life fucking live show. It's like walking back and in the time of the Viking. And of course, I'm talking about Amon Amarth.
Yeah, they're on my honorable mentions.
I figured we'd cross somewhere. Who would have thought it would have been that? But yes, Viking Crimmas is the song. Yes. And let me tell you, you're getting a story. You're getting your ass kicked. It makes you want to kill the person next to you. And it's just fucking blasphemous greatness. They deliver every time they write a song. I mean, just brilliant musicians. The lead singer, I mean, literally, they all live and breathe the Viking life, as we all should. And let's face it, you got to add this to your playlist this holiday season, because if you want to fucking rock, this is the tune for you.
Absolutely. What? Kyler's saying he didn't like the sequel to Christmas Story. They didn't bring back Scott Farkas. What the fuck? That's bullshit.
What? Just to see Ralphie beat his ass? Oh, yeah, that would be great. To see him, I just thought about that. I'm like, yep. The only great part about him was the fact that Ralphie beat the fuck out of him using words that nobody could decipher, but yet everyone else knew they were curse words. The fuck was that? Let me hear some bitches and hoes and bastards and fucker, and that would have been great. Especially when he dropped all the nuts and bolts to change the tire, and all we got was fudge. No, make the kids say fuck. Mm-hmm. That's what he was really saying. Come on.
Exactly. Come on.
Good times.
Good memories with that song. A
Oh man.
plus for the Reaper.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'll tell you what. I mean, it's just an amazing fucking song. Like I said, there hasn't ever been a song that they have ever made that I didn't like.
Give us the name again so we can find this song.
Amon Amarth, Viking Crimmas.
Okay.
Actually, Christmas, but I just don't like to put the Christ in there, you know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Never will. Definitely, if you haven't heard it, check it the fuck out. It's badass.
Oh, yeah. God,
I mean, it's like, you know, you wake up in the morning, you do your little exercises and eat your Wheaties, play that fucking song. It'll
Yeah.
get you going.
you guys both have brought us some great songs for tonight. And I do like that I'm very different and then I chose more traditional, but they're instrumentals.
Yeah.
4 out of the 5 are instrumentals. So it gives somebody yet a different flavor.
Fuck yeah.
But
As well as it
guys,
should.
But you guys have chosen great ones, especially to have stayed away for the most part from traditional Crimmas songs.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I didn't want to pick the Trans-Siberian Orchestra because I just figured that everyone knows.
Yes.
Everybody
Exactly.
knows. Why bring that up? I mean, it's played on the radio every fucking year,
Yeah.
around the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even play the best ones they do.
It's a bit too polished, if you ask me. It's like the metal's kind of taken out of it a bit. It's
yeah.
I feel that. I feel that.
it needs to be a little bit more dirty to be metal to me.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good. That's good to know, Kyler. I got Viking blood in me too, brother. Me and my wife. So, Skol.
Yeah.
Would Finland count as Viking blood?
Well, you have to remember they literally went everywhere.
Yep.
So anywhere from, you know, the Danes in Denmark to the German tribes that we're ancestral from, to Norway, Scandinavia, Iceland. I mean, they went everywhere. So it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't.
Yeah,
I bet you if you go back through the, you know, the lineage there, you just might find something.
Yeah, I've got all kinds of German and Polish and Finnish.
Nice. Mine's mostly German, Scottish. What's the term for the?
I thought you were going to say you're 1% Jew.
No, I didn't want to say that. God damn it! Yes, I know how to balance a checkbook. Anyway, that's not because of my 1%.
And weren't you like
Okay.
1%
Do I
black?
like to spend it? No, I do try to hold on to it until the eagle screams. But yeah, that's just me. I was taught to do that by the bigger Jew, which I will not mention. She knows who I'm talking about. You know.
Oh my goodness.
I know, too much fun. But yeah, I mean, it's there. I don't know. There was just this general term that they had for those that had like English, British, UK. I don't know. It's almost like they call it, you know, just Western European or something like that. So there was like roots, but most of it though, German and Scottish. So that explains why I love Highlander. Great fucking movie. Come on.
Yeah.
Kyler says he's German, Irish, the Dutch. We'll leave you alone for that one. And Swedish. What the hell is Swedish bee?
Swedish bee.
Swedish bee? He didn't say Swedish beef, babe. What the fuck? I don't know. Maybe you are a Swedish beef. I don't know. Maybe you like sausage. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I could do this all night. Shit. Any hoozle. That's awesome though. Glad to hear it.
All right, so my number 5, to me, I'm saving best for last, in my opinion. This is what I enjoyed most. This is what I played in my pet store today. I played August Burns Red.
I love that too.
They had so many that are really good. And in particular, their Carol of the Bells is really, really good. But this is really good kind of death metal, deathcore. Well done. But if you go through all of their Crimmas songs, and they have
Oh, you don't fuck me up with. I'm so sorry, man. Continue. Oh, fucking hell.
shit.
Mom, I'm a sausage.
New Hampshire flag of the night.
Yep.
so the one I chose from August Burns Red, because I had already chosen Carol of the Bells for Mega Raptor, was God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. It's really, really well produced.
Nice.
Everything is really, really well done. It's pretty damn creative too. It's definitely extreme metal as well, but really tastefully and melodically done. And to me, this was the best one. Again, it's an instrumental. They have done like 3 Crimmas albums. So you have many to choose from.
Nice.
So if you ever have to go pick up anybody at the airport and you want to keep them in the Crimmas spirit, you can play that the whole time while they're captive.
Johnny in for the win. What in the fuck? At one point or another, I'm sure that's true.
Who wrote
Yeah.
that? Somebody must have written that song.
I don't know. Maybe. It's possible.
Probably.
I'm not going to say it's not. I've been waiting for a heavy metal version of Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
I know.
I think that'd make a
fucking
killer
love
death
it.
metal song.
Oh,
Seriously.
agreed.
Boy.
Real quick, let's go through our honorable mentions.
All right, I got 2 of them since you mentioned my other one.
Sorry.
I have Christmas in New York City by the 69 Eyes, or like a goth metal band I really like. And then the other
For
one,
sure.
just to be a thorn in Hoofbeat's side, I had to mention Amy Lee's cover of Sally's song from Nightmare Before Christmas.
His brain is melting.
I'm so glad you've rolled out the red carpet for me to thrash her yet again.
Well, it's really all up to the individual to listen to it and give their honest opinion. I do have a couple. One of them is Marilyn Manson for his take on This Is Halloween. It is dark. It's fun. It's very easy to kind of groove along with it, and the keyboards are eerie as fuck. Madonna Wayne Gacy fucking nails it on this. It's one of those few times you really get to see his genius. Definitely one of the stronger members of the band at that time. Let's see, what's the other one? Damn it. Oh yeah, Korn, Jingle Balls. Sorry, every time I hear that song, I just can't stop laughing and grooving. So those are my 2 for that as far as honorable mentions.
Well, yeah, you guys have chosen such good ones. I just have to stick with my honorable mentions would probably be the ones you guys have chosen. I remember especially the Typo Negative. But
oh yeah,
to me, August Burns Red, just go through any of their albums. Those are all really good. And one of the things that they do is they'll pull in elements that are more traditional and kind of folk sounding in a lot of the songs. It's not just straight death metal. Some of the songs are more kind of like death metal musicianship, but a lot of them do have a folk element to them or a more traditional element, and then they'll come out of it and then they just beat you over the head with it. But really, really well done.
Which is bad fucking ass.
Right.
For
Like
real.
all the others that I chose, they're fairly well done, but this one was just really well produced.
Hell
There's
yeah.
a level of sincerity with it that I appreciated.
Fuck yeah. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Going through these Crimmas metal favorites. Hopefully we've enticed you to check out some new shit. If you haven't heard it before, and if you have, maybe you want to go back and revisit it before.
John, what are you going on about?
I don't know. Another plane, another planet. I don't know. If that happened, I would love to see it.
Yep.
Trust me. We all would. So hang tight, folks. Thank you for joining us. And please stick around for a quick little interview with Iron Serpent. But always stay heavy.
Riding in this wasteland, left with some bleach the bones. Kiss the death in the palm of my hand, more food for the crows.